हम
ये देखो मेरा बस पैसेंजर हूँ मैं। वो यहीं खड़ा रहेगा अभी। अब्दुल्ला खान, पूरा देश परेशान हो गया है तुम अब्दुल और अब्दुल्ला से। इंडिगो में कोई और जाति धर्म नहीं मिलता है एम्प्लॉय के लिए।
This is not just a story about an airport argument. This is a story about power, prejudice, and how quickly victimhood can be weaponized. Meet Nazia Ilahi Khan, a self-described Sanatani, a leader of the BJP Minority Morcha, and now the face of one of the most disturbing aviation controversies India has seen this year. On December 22, Khan was caught on camera in a heated confrontation with Indigo ground staff at Mumbai airport while boarding a Lucknow-bound flight. She claimed mistreatment. She said she was travelling under emergency circumstances. She said she was harassed over seating. That could have been the end of the story. But Nazia Ilahi Khan chose escalation. Within hours, she took to social media, not to demand an inquiry, not to seek accountability through aviation regulators, but to publicly name airline employees, questioning their religious identity, and accuse Indigo of harboring what she called a jihadi mentality. She did not stop there. She challenged the airline's owner to blacklist her forever. She mocked the presence of Muslim employees. She warned of terrorism. And she doubled down again and again, refusing to retract a single word.
हर हर महादेव, वंदे मातरम, भारत माता की जय। कल जैसे ही मैंने इंडिगो एयरलाइंस के 3 मुसलमानों के बारे में बोला भी नहीं था, मैंने पोस्ट किया था, बस होना क्या था कि सोशल मीडिया पर सुअरों के झुंड ने मुझे घेरना स्टार्ट किया और सबने इंडिगो को टैग करके कठमुल्लों ने कहा कि नाजिया को इंडिगो से ब्लैकलिस्ट कर दो। मैं भी कह रही हूं इंडिगो के ओनर को कि मुझे ब्लैकलिस्ट कर दो, क्योंकि अगर तुमने मुझे ब्लैकलिस्ट नहीं किया तो जितनी बार मैं इंडिगो से ट्रैवल करूंगी और जितनी बार मुझे तुम्हारे मुसलमान एम्प्लॉय की जहादी मानसिकता सामने आएगी, उतनी बार मैं वीडियो बना करके डालूंगी और सोशल मीडिया पर पोस्ट करूंगी।
This was no longer about a seat on a flight. This was about humiliating staff, branding identities as threats, and turning a workplace dispute into a communal spectacle. In the viral clip, the Indigo employee does not shout back. He does not respond. He stands still. He stands silent, visibly stunned, while being berated on camera. And that silence speaks louder than any slogan. What makes this episode especially chilling is who Khan claims to represent. A minority Morcha leader, a political functionary tasked in theory with outreach, inclusion and bridge building. Instead, what India witnessed was the public targeting of Muslim workers by name, by faith and by insinuation, all broadcast to millions with a phone camera and verified social media handle. The backlash was swift. Political leaders across party lines called it verbal assault. Commentators described it as communal intimidation. Ordinary users asked a simple question: if this is how power speaks to a ground staff worker, what chance does an ordinary citizen have? Many demanded Indigo stand by its employee. Some even called for Khan to be barred from flying. And yet, Khan remains unrepentant. No apology, no clarification, no acknowledgement of harm, only defiance. This is not an isolated outburst. Khan has previously been involved in similar confrontations, making explosive claims that authorities later dismissed. But this time, the consequences ripple wider, because when public figures invoke religion as suspicion, when they frame ordinary workers as conspiracies, when grievance becomes a dog whistle, the damage does not end at one airport gate. The incident forces India to confront an uncomfortable truth. Passenger rights matter. Airline accountability matters, but no grievance, none, justifies communal targeting. Any leadership is not measured by how loudly one shouts, but by how responsibly one acts when given a microphone. At Mumbai airport, Nazia Ilahi Khan had a complaint. What she chose instead was a spectacle, and India is still reckoning with the fallout. Zafar Iqbal for Mojo Story.